Thanks for joining us. A local lawmaker has tossed his hat in the ring to be the next leader of the Hennepin County Attorney's Office. Cedrick Frazier announced his bid to succeed current attorney Mary Moriarty in a YouTube video. He's currently a DFL lawmaker representing New Hope and Crystal in the House of Representatives. He's also a former New Hope City Council member and public defender. As an attorney, he was legal counsel for Minneapolis Public Schools. He's the first candidate to officially enter the race. Moriarty's not looking for a second term in office. She said she wants to focus on running the office, not running for office. In other news, a Brooklyn Center man is headed to court after his young child shot himself with a gun he'd left loaded and unlocked. 28-year-old DeAndre Stevenson is facing charges of child endangerment and negligent storage of a firearm. Police say he left a loaded pistol in his bedroom when he was playing video games in the living room. His nephew found the handgun and shot himself in the head. The boy was hospitalized but is expected to recover. The maximum sentence for both charges is a year in jail. The city of Golden Valley is recommending that you and your pets stay off of the skating rinks at 4 of its parks. The recycled asphalt used as a base material for these rinks contains a diesel contaminant. The city says that's common for asphalt used in roads, but the Pollution Control Agency says it's not suitable for use in a park. Scheid Park is one of the 4 parks with contaminated rinks. Lyons, Medley, and Wesley parks also have contaminated asphalt. City officials say there isn't an immediate danger to the public.
It's an industry standard. Everyone uses it. It's at every construction site. People are using this day in, day out. So we just wanted to inform the public and leave it up to them if they want to continue to use the rinks or not.
The city is working with a consultant to determine what should happen next with the ice rinks. A police chaplain can be a vital support in times of crisis. But right now, Crystal, Robbinsdale, and New Hope share just one. I share how a training is looking to boost those ranks. A police officer's job has many layers, responding to traffic stops, noise complaints, tragedies.
As police officers, there are a fair number of times we deal with things that are tragic or horrific.
Robbinsdale Captain John Elder says a lot of the time, officers have to handle those feelings alone. He remembers years ago, after responding to the death of an infant, he was shaken up.
That was one of those calls that grabs a hold of you. And I will never forget the chaplain that we had at our department at the time called the next day and checked in on me.
Elder spoke to a police chaplain, someone who helps officers work through trauma, but also supports victims and families at the scene of a crime. For 3 police departments, sharing just one is not enough.
Representatives from the 3 police agencies got together and said, you know what, we really need this. We need this back.
And that's what they did.
How do we, as chaplains, build trust and offer support so officers see us as a safe and valued presence?
A training of 8 police chaplains, boosting those ranks.
You're seeing a lot of the same things that an officer sees, but you're responding at a different capacity.
Faith leaders from across the community are stepping up to answer that call, trained by chaplain and Crystal pastor Jeremy Bratcher.
Do I know my limitations for what I'm about to encounter?
The trainees are working through conversations on what officers might need and how they can help them every step of the way.
If you were going through a traumatic event, would I be okay telling you, I don't know? I don't know why this happened to you today, but I know how we can get through it together.
With one goal, a higher quality of help for everyone. These 8 chaplains would serve Crystal, Robbinsdale, and New Hope on rotating shifts. They hope to launch the program this November. The Twin Cities are dominated by major grocery store chains like Cub and Hy-Vee, but there's a small community grocery store in Crystal that's continued to thrive for more than 60 years. And as Delaney Cleveland reports, the longtime owner of Olmsted's Fresh Market just received a prestigious honor.
The store is a community fixture here.
Olmsted's Fresh Market in Crystal isn't your typical grocery store.
It's different, smaller.
Jim Olmsted has owned this small store for the last 25 years, much to the delight of his staff members.
Jim is a great guy. He's very cordial to everybody in our store as well as the employees. wonderful person.
Jeremy, our meat department manager.
The store has produce and deli items just like any other grocer, but what sets this place apart is the customer service.
Yeah, it's a little different. We bag your groceries and carry them out, and we do things a little differently.
It's the kind of service that helps them stand out with other big box supermarkets nearby.
We're not going to be the cheapest store in town, but we will hopefully be the friendliest and take care of our customers the best.
Considering that the store's been around for nearly 65 years, they're doing something right. Olmsted suffered a stroke last year, making it difficult for him to communicate. But that didn't stop the Minnesota Grocers Association from naming him to their Hall of Fame.
It was a complete surprise.
It was a moving night and very well deserving.
Carly Ackerman is on the staff of the MGA, which held a ceremony in July to honor Olmsted for his decades of outstanding service.
He is really all that encompasses somebody who really prides himself in being there for the community, and that is very well deserving of why he was named Hall of Fame.
A lot more personalized.
Olmsted began his career bagging groceries and then worked his way up the ranks, eventually operating 4 stores. Through it all, there is one thing he's loved most.
The people. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I like the people.
In Crystal, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Jim Olmsted is one of 32 people inducted into the Minnesota Grocers Association Hall of Fame since 1993.
The Totino Grace football team had a great season last fall. The Eagles finished as runner-up in Class 4A, falling to Becker in the Prep Bowl. Now as they get ready for the 2025 season, the Eagles will have to replace a large amount from their roster last year. Chaz Moots has more.
Totino Grace knows the challenge they face heading into the season.
There we go, hard. That's a rep.
We lost a lot of great players. We'll be straight up about that, but we're excited about the group of guys we have this year.
25% of the Eagles roster graduated from a team that won 12 games last fall, but the focus is forward.
I don't want to live in last year's shadow. I want to create our own team. Like we said, we have 1 year with this team.
Early in camp, it's been the TG D-line and O-line that's been showing out.
I think I might be a little bit biased, but I think our O-line's going to be really strong this year. I think we have a lot more speed, and I think that can really help us in the run game.
What I've noticed is more of halfbacks and like our guards and tackles. They're dogs this year. Those two groups in particular is what are going to help us win football games.
The Eagles also have to find out who their starting quarterback will be, with a handful
7
wanting the job.
Yes, 7 quarterbacks. Each of those quarterbacks actually brings something a little bit different to the table. You know, some can run, some can throw. Some have a combination of both.
Once the Totino Grace coaching staff locks in on their QB, then the rest of the puzzle pieces will fall into place.
Really, for this first week, it's a lot of evaluation, even how the kids are carrying themselves. We always tell our kids every role is important, but these guys right now are fighting for starting spots.
New players in open spots, but the same direction and goals in mind.
I think we have the fight to do it. Once we get our habits down, once we start just continuing to work hard every day and knowing that we're not going to have the best day always, but we can still work and make each other better.
Last year happened. It is what it is, and we gotta figure it out with our team this year and write our own story this year.
In Fridley, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
One of the area's top basketball players will gear up for his senior season soon. He has his future plans laid out too. Chaz Moots has the story.
When choosing where he wanted to play college basketball at, Wayzata's Nolan Anderson wanted to find a school that he was excited about, and he wanted the school to match that excitement for him.
I've always wanted to say, like, go where you're wanted. Where you obviously you want them, but they want you just as much, and that's kind of just what I felt in my recruiting process.
While playing AAU this summer for D1 Minnesota, the 6'8", 200 small forward felt how much of a priority he was to the University of Minnesota, leading to his commitment to the Gophers.
They were straightforward with everything. They didn't sugarcoat it or cut me loose. The consistency out of Minnesota was just great for me to see him there, coming like almost every single game, having them sitting there was just a big piece for me. I didn't want to wait any longer, so I gave Coach Medved the call.
On Wayzata's way to a Class 4A state title last winter, Anderson averaged 17.5 points per game, making 87 threes while shooting 43% from behind the arc. His ability to shoot the ball has always caught attention, but Anderson has expanded his game in the past year.
Being able to take the right shots, like shot selection, I feel like that's improving a bunch. Just being more consistent with my shots as well. My defense, I feel like, has gotten a lot better as I've gotten a little bit older here.
Having a school value him was important to Anderson. It just so happened that the school that valued him the most during the recruiting process was in his home state.
I mean, building in your home states, you can only do that in one place. So it's just kind of special to be able to do it where you're from and the people you've been around your whole life. I think it's just a special place, and you can only get that like that hometown feeling in one place. So, I mean, it's nothing better.
In Plymouth, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.